Today, we've been talking about changing directions, whether that's in your personal life or your career, really digging into what that looks like, especially when you feel like, so intertwined with something that may seem impossible to chart a new course. So for my next guest, it took moving halfway around the world to put her on the path to changing directions after she and her husband made the decision to leave their home in Chile. Javiera Montoya realized that she needed a new passion to go with her new life in America. And after spending 7 years in corporate finance, she took a year to try her hand at a different path and enrolled in various courses. But it was baking that fueled her fire to start baking bread. And she started a bread baking studio. She went from counting dough, you might say, to making dough, and was featured in the Huffington Post. Please welcome Javiera Montoya to the camp. I said to you, this might be the tastiest next chapter that I've ever done or covered. Finance to baking.
Yes.
Bread baking, which is different. It's hard. Yeah. I have tried to bake bread, and my little bread, I'm like, I give it away. Let me give this thing away here. But for you to make that leap after 7 years in the corporate world, a world that so many people aspire to be in, a world that people associate with great wealth, great power and success, you said, that's not for me. That's not what I want.
Yeah, well, I came into that world with the same ideas that you just mentioned. But after being there for 7 years, I was like, this is not for me. And
what was it about that world that you felt was not for you?
I felt it wasn't like rewarding as much. The economical side, it was, but like my everyday work, going there and doing something that didn't fulfill me, I was like, we only get one chance in this life.
Yeah.
So I need to reorganize myself and see and try to do something that I really enjoy and that I wake up feeling excited about it. So I feel that getting into college and then getting into work and like having all these standards that you would think you would need to have, at some point, I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I never stopped in my life to be able to figure out, okay, what's my passion?
That's funny. I said to someone in an interview once, I was always looking at growing the garden. I never stopped to smell my own flowers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it happened for a long time in my life. I was like, okay, I got to go from Chicago to New York.
Yeah.
Now I'm in New York. I need to become an anchor. And you just keep going.
Yeah.
And you're not appreciating
nothing.
You or anything for that matter. How did the bread appreciation start, though?
Well, when I decided to quit, I was like, okay, I need to find a passion.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm good at, what I like, what I could do. So I took this year to be able to try to figure that out. So I took a bunch of classes. And at some point, bread was really interesting to me because it's, as you said, it's a little harder.
It's hard.
Yeah, it requires a lot of like chemistry and math and like being very mindful about the moment that you're in. So you need to take into consideration the environment, the temperature, the ingredients that you have. So it wasn't really following a recipe, and I like that a lot.
When you told family and friends that you wanted to leave finance and go into, I already can tell by your expression. You gave me the "what you talking about, Willis?" What did they say? Like, they are thinking, what are you thinking?
I feel you get every single comment about it. You're crazy, go for it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, well, if it doesn't work out, you'll go back. Someone will take you. And I think the best thing was moving here because then those comments were kind of like limited.
Yeah.
I knew no one here. So nobody could be like, oh, you did this before. Yeah. Nobody knew what I did before.
So now you're the success at it. People are talking about you. You're here on national TV. You've been having national write-ups. Do you go back and say, you were wrong, I was right? Because I'm petty like that sometimes.
No, I feel it's a journey.
Yeah, it is a journey.
I feel I'm just starting, so I try to never get myself.
Well, you've inspired me because I'm going to tell you, I read your story and I love cooking, I love baking, but bread remains a challenge for me.
Hey, Tamron, we need to get you started.
You want to get me started?
Yeah.
What is your favorite bread to make?
Oh, sourdough.
Sourdough.
Yes.
It's my favorite to eat.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, it's a little bit tricky to make it, but I brought you a little gift. with some sourdough starter.
They told me you had something for me, but I did not. I saw a box. I did not look to see. And so this is what's inside?
A sourdough starter. So my starter has 5 years.
What is it? It takes me 5 years to make the bread?
No, my sourdough starter.
I'm like, Javiera, do you know how old I am? I'll be dead. Oh, you started it for me.
Yes.
You actually started it.
Yes, so that's the mother starter.
Okay. And then what do I do after this?
You need to feed it.
Listen, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and I will buy whatever bread you make. I know they say it's bad etiquette to give a gift back, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give it to you, you're gonna bake it, and then bring it back. Thank you, Javiera. You're so sweet.